Alright guys, so today I have something pretty cool to show you. It's the Monster Cup 2019 track layout. I'm actually really happy with it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I feel like it fits the way it should be and is similar to how it might be in real life. If you haven't heard yet, the Monster Cup is going to be, the track is going to be run both ways. So it's going to be run forwards and backwards. So that's what we did here. I am in track editor testing it because there's no way to run the track both ways if I validate it. And I am on PlayStation, so should be pretty interesting. I don't have the second start straight. I will show you where it is. And I don't have the Joker lane. But again, I'll show you where that is too. Just the editor doesn't really allow for that. So I'll show you where that stuff is. But let's jump into this and check it out. Alright guys, here we go. Monster Cup 2019. This would be the inner left. So this would be if you were heading or taking the first turn as left instead of right. For me, this is how I built the track. This is the layout. How I followed it. I didn't follow it to build the track backwards. But, I mean, I was thinking about that too, but I didn't, it wasn't... I was building the track this way, not the other way. Since our start straights turn left only, it was just easier to do it. And for the most part, I'm really happy with it. Now, this section is some people are like, somebody's going to triple that. I don't feel like they're going to. I feel like in real life, they would probably hit their head on the finish line. Or, the jump, the takeoff isn't going to be that steep. So you're going to have to roll it because it has to work both ways. Similar with this section, you can see that it's identical coming from either direction. Now here, it would have been better if for the track map, that table isn't a table. It's like a table, but it has a lip on both sides. So you could, in theory, triple up onto the top from either way and then step off. So it's not perfect. And somewhere in here, we're gonna do another lap, but I do show you where the start is. The start would be here, facing the opposite direction we're heading right now. This might be a bit different too, but here, this is identical. This is the way it looks in the track map. And yeah, so you might see a comparison picture on screen, maybe not. If you do, great. If you don't, it's because Feld, sometimes they want to block your video and stuff. So if you don't see it, just go to Google, type in 2019 Monster Cup track layout. They actually have a hot lap around it where the arrow does the line for you. And that's kind of how I followed it. That helped me to really feel like like we really got the right layout here. So yes, now this is where the start would be. You can see the other start behind us. I didn't even have enough room, if I could have, to put the second start in. And then we kind of ride over to the left to show you. It would go out of the stadium and come back down this straight, or that straight, to go back into the stadium. And then the Joker lane is here. And I would have had enough room. I really feel like we probably had enough room here to squeeze it in, but you can't do that in the game, unfortunately. It would be cool if Milestone would allow us to do that in a future game, put in a Joker lane, but maybe it's just I wouldn't say it's too complicated, but maybe it's too annoying. I don't really know. But yeah, the Joker lane would be in between the start straight and the first rhythm section if you are heading left. That's kind of how that would work. Now, we are going to run the track backwards. On the start, you would be heading to the right now. And again, I mentioned it, but I am in track editor, so I could free ride it. So I probably won't validate it. If I was really ambitious, I would make at least 2 versions of the track and validate it, and then you could do it both ways. But that's kind of beside the point because the track is, one track to work both ways. So I'm not gonna do that. If you guys want to, that'd be awesome, but I wanted to make the one track work. And here, this section doesn't work as good this way. You can jump all the sand and land right there, but it's really tough to time that right. this is, we can barely get over this. The second lap we actually do better. And then down this straight, this is the different line you can actually take here. So we're gonna roll here, and then if you really get on it, you can triple in, which is insane, and then double out off the back of the dragon's back, and then double again. So that line's really fun, by far the faster line, I believe. But here on the next lap, we do it a bit different. It's the way that I was doing it in the beginning. I didn't think I'd be able to even do that, but I was just kind of messing around. I mean, it took me a while. I actually built this track twice. I built it once before this, and I was really happy with it. I almost used it, but the way it connected back to the track, if you were running it the correct way, or the first way, can't really say correct, the first way, so it would have been the right turn off the start straight was way too far away. So it curved towards the start straight, but it was like another straightaway to connect the two. So I decided, instead of trying to fix it, I didn't plan for it right. I just decided to redo it because it was fresh in my head and I kind of remembered how I spaced everything out. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one though. Really, really happy. And then we're going to hit this a different way. So you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Without your guys' support, we wouldn't have anything. So thank you so much for the support. Here's the other line. And again, you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. And until the next video, take it easy.